So hello everybody. This is Coach Hassell here. Just wanted to come in today. I got a quick, um, just how can I call it? I want to just call it a quick hit for the day on helping you to find your purpose and discover your destiny. And I was reading a book called A Leader's Life's Purpose by Tony Stolfus, and he blessed me with this principle, and I wanted to share it with you. Reason why I share with you things that I've read is because leaders are readers, and if you're going to be a leader, you've got to constantly be filling your challenging your own thoughts with the thoughts of those who have thought about what you think about. Many of us get caught in a loop, a feedback loop of our own thoughts, and we really never challenge the truth and the depth of it by reading and hearing other people's thoughts. Even faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. That we could be so convinced of our rightness that we're never challenged to be proven wrong. And so, reading a book expands your perspectives, even if you don't agree with what the book says. You can't argue with someone unless you fully understand where they're coming from. You could be missing certain nuances of what they mean, and you actually jump to conclusions that really they haven't come to. And so it's good to listen, good to read, good to be open. An open mind is a growing mind. It's okay to believe what you believe and to be strong in that belief, but it's nothing wrong with hearing opposing opinions. So I wanted to come on real quick today, and on this new YouTube channel, and I'm encouraging you to subscribe and to click the link and share with your friends these leadership bullets. My objective is just to make you stronger in your leadership. If I can strengthen leaders, I know that I can change our world. And so there's 4 principles about how do you discover your destiny. Basically talks about looking in 4 directions. The one who is urgently looking for their destiny is looking in 4 directions. They're looking outwardly, they're looking inwardly, they're looking backward, or they're looking forward. So they're either outward, inward, backwards, or forward. 4 directions you help. When you look outwardly, you are trusting that God will reveal to you and the things that you and the things that he shows you in the world around you. He will give you a glimpse into your purpose by where he situated you. There are things within your grasp, within your reach, that you can make a difference at. There are things that he reveals to you in the world that you see that others may not see. And that is one indication of what your divine purpose and destiny is. There is no better place than your present situation to begin to walk out your calling. This is crucial in understanding that destiny is not created by your will. The principle of destiny is wrapped around in the fact that there is a plan for your life. And if there's a plan for your life, there must be a planner. You don't necessarily have to agree with him, and you could go about your own mind. But if you want to get the most out of your life, you will find out what he created you for, what he planned for your life, and agree with that, because you know it is your greatest. It is your greatest use. The best use of you is your destiny. And so you look outwardly to see what God reveals to you as your external call. And then after you look outwardly, then you begin to look inwardly. What about your design reveals from within you what you're called to do? As you look inward, what gifts has God put in you? What unique abilities? What has he invested in you? What has he equipped you uniquely to do? If you're an athlete, if you're a musician, if you're a scientist, if you're a teacher, if you're a preacher, your voice, your intellect, your long legs, your long fingers, your hand-eye coordination, a unique genius. There is something about you that God has equipped you specifically with that will aid you in fulfilling your destiny. there are clues, there are breadcrumbs inside of you that tell you what God has created you to be. And exploring you, exploring your gifts, and even what people say they see in you, may not be a full indicator, but there are hints in it. And you should be sensitive to the things that you do well. Many people do what they do well for a living, and then they leave that job and they say, well, I do that all day long. I don't want to do that anymore. The truth is, if you're gifted to do it, it's not work. And you can use that gift for the kingdom. You can use that gift to promote your destiny. And when I say for the kingdom, I'm speaking of the fact that there is a greater order that God, the Creator, has made for the earth, and you play a part in that. You are a part of a larger picture. If your destiny is isolated from that of a system, and isolated from the connectivity of the community and the world, then your gift has really no value to others. But when you connect your gift to as a solution to problems, and you see that God has placed you here uniquely to solve a problem with the gifts He's put in you, you see yourself as a solution, and you find a very valuable place in the greater community. Not only do we look outward, we look inward, but the third direction we look in is we look backward. What do you mean? We look backward at how He purposefully prepared us through our life experiences. Many of the things we've gone through in our past were not pleasant. They were, to some degree, they were painful. They were disturbing. Sometimes they caused uncertainty. There may have been some confusion because we could not see the redemptive properties of that pain. But as we look back, searching for our destiny, we see that the things we've experienced uniquely prepared us for what God has called us to do, that we could not do what we do now if we had not gone through what we went through. There must be a backward look with understanding, with 20/20 vision, as they say, that hindsight has, that we look back and we say, the reason why I went through that is because if that had not happened, I would not have learned what I learned, and I wouldn't be prepared to do what I'm doing now. So always look outwardly to see what God is revealing to you in your circumstances. Look inwardly, what He has gifted you uniquely with inwardly to prepare you for your calling. And then look backward to see how He's allowed your experiences to prepare you. But last but not least, we look forward. We look forward. We look forward at the dreams and the passions that drew us to our future. Meaning that there are things that we just desire and we want, and we won't let go. Those passions are a sign that God is pointing you in that direction. Even the things that make you angry, that get your goat, that just stir you up, that the bee in your bonnet, that thing has to, that you got to harness that passion and say that I'm going to use that as an indication that God has put a solution in me, because you can't solve something, you can't solve a problem if you have no passion for it. You cannot insert a lukewarm response to anything. God said, I would that you be hot or cold, because lukewarm, I have to spew you out. I have no purpose for you. You don't fit in the system. You've got to be a change agent and a cooling factor or a heating factor. There's gotta be passion. There's gotta be drive in you, and that drive and that emotion that you have is an indication that there is some connection. I'm not telling you that anger is the only indicator. I'm not telling you that history is the only indicator. I'm not telling you that gifting is the only indicator. Neither am I telling you that the general revelation of your circumstances is an indicator. I'm saying that when you are looking for your passion, you look in all four directions. I encourage you to find your purpose in the earth. There's a reason why you're here. And when you find that reason, you'll it'll drive you out of the bed in the morning. It will drive you to hit the ground running with passion and with anticipation and with excitement and with zeal, because you know that I am actually being used by God for the reason why I was created. Let's hit the share button, the subscribe button on this one. I just want to share this with you. We're building this channel just as a daily motivation. You can come back and hear these messages and get in your spirit, get in your heart, because it's going to help you to lead other folk when you allow your vision to lead you. Vision creates discipline, and I encourage you all to, before you worry about doing and worry about going, focus on being. Be first. This is Coach Hassell, your leadership coach. Write your comments in the comment box below, and hit that subscribe button and share button. And if you're looking for any specific topics, let me know what you have some questions about, and we'll deal with those in the next one. All right. God bless. Thank you so much.